case in Racha and the case of Krušik. We have been following dozens more of cases, investigating tips from whistleblowers. I should mention the case in Novi Sad, where two whistleblowers in 2015 filed a criminal complaint against their bosses in the Novi Sad inspection services over corruption. And the two whistleblowers acted on their own at first, but then they turned to us. And we investigated their tips and found out that really millions of dinars were being diverted from the city of Novi Sad into private pockets. And then the prosecutors took up this case. And it led to a sentencing of several, let's say, mid-level officials of the Serbian Progressive Party in Novi Sad. And but also when these whistleblowers won their lawsuits against the city of Novi Sad, and the city was ordered to take out ads in a daily in Novi Sad. So this was like full pages of court decisions printed in the Dnevnik daily. One whistleblower's car was deliberately set on fire, and he had called us the morning this happened. So it happened like at 4 a.m. and he called me at 7 a.m. to say, what had happened. And he said, maybe it's best that you don't publish anything about this, because it will discourage some future whistleblowers. And then we consulted and we went ahead and published a story about this, but it turned out that our story changed the attitude of the prosecutor in Novi Sad, who at first did not want to press charges against anyone. But then when the prosecutors saw our article and the pictures we published, he said that he will prosecute. And then somebody was identified as the perpetrator and sentenced. But the only thing is that the perpetrator never explained, and nor did the prosecutors insist on them explaining who ordered the fire to be set on the whistleblower's car. And so no connection to the officials in Novi Sad was investigated. I should also mention several more cases. So we have cases from across the country. We were surprised how many cases there are in the south, and we have a number of successful cases where whistleblowers won their lawsuits and the retaliation against them stopped. So we have also ongoing cases, court cases in Pirot, in Niš, in Prokuplje, and so this was sort of a surprise, because you would expect, given the socioeconomic landscape of Serbia, that we would have a lot of cases in Vojvodina and Belgrade, and contrary to this, we have a lot of cases in the south. And this is something that gives ground to being optimistic about the future implementation of the whistleblower protection law. And we're working with the public prosecutor's office in training prosecutors to take on whistleblowing cases. We're working with the local self-governments to train whistleblowing officers in municipalities to be able to take in complaints from whistleblowers and investigate these complaints and protect the whistleblower. So I think we're still at the early stages of the law, but I am optimistic about its future and the future of Pištaljka in providing free legal aid to whistleblowers and investigating more tips from whistleblowers on corruption.
Thank you.